Hello people and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Deep Roy Chaudhuri and I'm just a normal guy who talks about stuff that seems interesting and important to me. And today I'm going to talk about the fact that a lot of people are buying social media influence, or basically they are fooling the advertisers that that they have a certain amount of social media influence because. Uh, I have heard of this, and I've now read about news reports. I have read news reports. I've heard instances of these things happening. That there are people out there. There are big musicians, big rappers, big YouTubers that are basically buying views and buying subscribers for their YouTube channels or for anything for that matter. Be it social media influencers, buying more Facebook likes, buying more Facebook followers, and those kinds of things. The same thing on Twitter. Again, I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on Twitter. I mostly just use YouTube. Uh, oh, or maybe oh wait a second. I do have Twitter, but I just use it for searching different kinds of hashtags, I guess. And it's kind of fun, I guess. Twitter seems kind of fun and interesting as long as you don't get involved into the debates too much and you just ignore all the craziness that is going on inside of Twitter. Other than that, Twitter can be an okay place to be, I guess. But yeah, every social media platform has its good and bad. So the point that I'm trying to make is this: there are people who are trying to game the system, and there are who are trying to gain more and more, who are trying to fool advertisers by saying that look at my YouTube channel. I have millions of followers. Look at my Facebook page. I have millions of likes, millions of people who basically view my page, millions of Twitter followers. All these kinds of things. But then it turns out that those are basically fake followers, or those are basically people. Those are just bot accounts that are just used by these various social media influencers to basically to basically say that look at me. I have so many eyeballs on me. I mean my YouTube channel is getting so many eyeballs, is getting so many views. So give me more and more ads. You can have more and more advertisements on my channel. And basically advertisers are fooled by that. Basically they think that this guy has millions of followers on his YouTube channel, so millions of subscribers on his YouTube channel. So I'm pretty sure that this guy would give our product a huge amount of reach. But then it turns out that the products don't get us a huge amount of reach, because a huge chunk of all those followers that these big names within YouTube have, or whoever it is, big names within YouTube have, they turn out to be fake. They turn out to be bot accounts that are just used for generating views, for generating likes. And so the this game that is that this trend of gaming the system within YouTube, within Facebook, within Twitter, and trying to assert that you have a huge amount of influence, trying to show that you have a huge amount of social media influence, social media, let's say, huge amount of reach on social media. And then it turns out that it is all just fake, and you have just paid some people to basically have fake subscribers, fake likes on your content, fake followers, and fake retweets, and all these kinds of stuff. And when these things come out, I mean, advertisers are basically in a bind, and they would say that if everyone, if a huge number of people on YouTube, if a huge number of people on Facebook, if a huge number of people on Twitter are basically buying followers, buying Instagram likes, in Instagram comments, anything like this, any kind. So basically you are buying social media influence. You don't have any actual reach that would basically give you a product that would basically help advertisers to get their product to a huge amount of potential customer base. So when these so-called stars of YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, they are gaming the system like that, and then they are caught. They are caught by various investigative agencies, and then what happens? Then basically advertisers think that, you know what, I don't need to advertise on Facebook, I don't need to advertise on YouTube, I don't need to advertise on any social media platform for that matter, because if people are just going to buy likes, buy followers, buy pay people to follow their channel and all these kinds of stuff, pay people to write a comment under their YouTube video. If this is how people and social media influencers are getting their so-called reach, quote unquote reach, then advertisers are going to lose faith in the system, and they would say that, you know what, I don't need to advertise on YouTube, I can find other sources of getting my product in front of more and more people, I can find other sources or other ways of advertising my product in front of more and more people, and getting that reach that YouTube or Facebook was supposed to provide, but is not providing me, because people over there have fake followers, millions of fake followers, millions of fake likes, fake retweets, and all these kinds of stuff, and people are going to lose faith in the system, and then the whole model of YouTube, the whole business model of YouTube, the whole business model of Facebook, Twitter, and all these other social media platforms are just going to crumble, and that is basically what is going to happen if YouTube and Facebook and all these other social media platforms do not put a check on these things, and laws are not legislated regarding these kinds of things, that you cannot pay people to have fake followers, fake comments, and all these kinds of stuff. I believe that this should become a crime. You should not be able to pay someone to get likes. You should not be able to pay someone to get fake social media influence. That is fraud. You are basically fooling the advertisers, and advertisers think that, you know what, if I advertise on your YouTube channel, I will get a huge amount of reach, but then they don't get that reach. So basically advertisers are getting fooled. So YouTube and all these other social media platforms need to do something before it's too late. I might talk about this more in the next video. Until then, please consider liking this video, please consider sharing this video with your friends and acquaintances, and please consider subscribing to my channel. That would help me a lot. Until the next video, stay safe, goodbye, and God bless you.